Fishkeeper Club, a group of people from all over the world getting together and having a chat about anything aquatic based. People come and ask questions. We'll try and answer that. Stick around. You never know. We never know what's going to go on, obviously. It can go everywhere. But we do get all kinds in. So we have a regular guy that breeds guppies. Dane, how are you doing, mate? And we have guy that frequents mainly weekends, but a guy called Rainer that breeds seahorses. So we have a quite a eclectic range of people that join us. Good evening, Reese. I'm sorry, mate. I'm kind of just making sure I'm green. I'm making sure the mic's on. Good evening, Reese. How are you doing, mate? Good evening, Ian. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're having a good day. Them guppies in that tank, mate, are awesome, aren't they? Really nice. Been shopping again today. What have you been buying, Reese? Is that what you sent me before? Are they your new purchases today? I have made a bit of a decision just now. So I kind of fed all the tanks. And I am overrun with crebensis. I really am. I'm kind of overrun with crebensis. There's loads of them. So they're going. I'm gonna keep a couple of the females, because the females, to be honest, my females are pretty stunning. So I'm gonna keep a couple of the females, take the males out of the equation. So yeah, decision is made, and I'm going to try and take a few out of there as well. Hopefully try and get rid of all the crebensis and maybe leave a couple of the females in there as well. See how we go. But yeah, that's going to be Sunday. I've made the decision. Diogo, good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us. But a pair of rainbows. Is that the rainbow fish that you sent me before? What type of rainbows are they, Reese? Good evening, Sam. How are you doing? I'm kind of like that. I am in a bit of pain today, to be perfectly honest. Back at work, though. As soon as I've gone back to work, my kidney stones are been proper aggravating us. So, not good. I know, mate, the crebensis thing, they've got to go, mate. They're kind of taking over. It's a rainbow fish tank, and there's more crebensis in it than rainbow fish. Yeah, and to be honest, I think they're kind of stressing out the cories because they're forever breeding, aren't they? So they're forever like bottom of the tank. Cories, they're just like, yeah, so they've got to go. I've made the decision. Keep a couple of females and see how that goes. If they start getting aggressive as well, then they can go as well. So, but yeah, I'm going to take them to a shop on Sunday, get rid. Good evening, Lovepreet. That's the massive tank, that, mate, that you sent me on Insta. 1,000 litres. That's kind of where I'd love something that big. I would. That's the dream tank for me, I think. Yeah, I'm all right, Sam. I've just got to get on with it. I knew it's sadly, mate, being sick's not viable anymore, is it? You just got to kind of work on, and it's one minute crazy. So it sounds daft, but like being sick, you can't have time off work because you don't get paid. So being sick's like a privilege for people that have got money. If that makes any sense. I know it sounds daft, but that's kind of how it is. Ayat Hussein, thanks for joining us. Happy birthday, buddy. Hope you have a good day. Some red fork-tail rainbows recently. They're pretty awesome. Yeah, mate, they sound good actually. I'm gonna check them out, Sam. I think I know which ones they are. I think I know what they are. But just to make sure. Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm all about those. Yeah, mate. Funnily enough, I've been looking at these this like past few days. I can't think what it was. But yeah, I've kind of been reading about them recently. No problem. Have a good day, man. Banded rainbow fish. Oh, let's have a look. Oh man, have a look at them as well. Right, I'm kind of juggling a cup of coffee and a laptop, and I'm not that good at juggling, so I'm quite good at spilling drinks. I think I know what the banded are as well, mate, to be perfectly honest, but I'll have a... Yeah, mate. Yeah, I've got very, very similar, mate. I've got very similar. So they're the banded. Oh, be great. I'm really good with me. Really good with the laptop, as you can tell. Oh, God damn it. So they're the banded there, yeah. But then what comes up as a banded there, which I know is very almost identical to the to like the westerns, which I've got. They are so close. I'll show you how close they are. Like really, they are close to each other. I'll show you because they're out and about at the moment, as they always are. As you can see, if that stop photo bombing, and it just like stay still for a second. But yeah, mate. So they're westerns. So very similar. Do like rainbows. So many different types, and they're all pretty awesome. But yeah, that's where I'm at with them. So the red rainbows are settling in like proper well. They are like they're eating and everything. Sadly though, the cardinals that I got 3 left, and I didn't notice it at the time when I released them though. It's one of the reasons why the crepensis are going. Check the video out on Friday. You'll see it. I didn't notice as I was tipping them in. I was kind of like, you concentrate on all the wrong things, really. I'm trying to do it so you can see the fish coming out of the bag on camera. What I didn't realise was as I'm tipping in them in the crepensis, like chasing them around. So I was like, no. So yeah, I'm definitely we've got to go, haven't they? We've got to go. They've kind of ruined the dynamic of that tank. So the crepensis are going to go. I'm going to keep the angelfish for now. But yeah, I'm going to introduce some barbs in there. So the crepensis are going completely. Decision made. Even the females are all going to go. They're kind of like crazy. They just breed like rabbits. It's crazy. Cheers, Ayat. Good evening, Mike. How's it going, mate? What do you think? What kind of fish is okay with goldfish? Ooh. I'll be honest, mate, I've never kept goldfish. I think there's someone who comes in here has. I think, is there anyone in it? Look, who does do goldfish? Did you do goldfish at one point, Reese? I can't recall. Someone that used to come in used to do goldfish, didn't they? It might have been. It weren't rain, was it? Can't think. I'm not a big. I don't really do goldfish, mate. Cold water though. I don't know, mate. See, it depends what size is it into that 1,000-litre tank. So you could put a young sturgeon in there, couldn't you? But to be honest, mate, it'd be outgrowing it within probably a year or two. But depends, mate, doesn't it? Depends where you want to go. You could always, like you do, some koi in there, mate. Get some koi in there. They'll only grow to the size. Well, they may grow. You may have to change the size of your tank though, but get some smaller koi. Kim, good evening. How are we? Kimco Super 9 Polar Bear. Thanks for joining us, mate. No, I'm in the England, mate, UK. The male of the red tail and the female has a yellow tail. Sorry, mate. On the banded. Right, mate. Yeah. Sorry, mate. I've got to go back on something then. I wish I lived closer. I know, mate. Anyone around near me can have them for sure. I will see my neighbour because I know my neighbour may have a few off me, but yeah, they've got to go. They've got to go. And it's gonna be a nightmare. Isn't it? And I hate trying to catch certain type of fish because I know for some reason when you put the net in, they're normally the ones that dive in the net. But the day you want them out, that's the day where they all go in hiding, isn't it? So we'll see. I thought I was going to have a nightmare when I got rid of the clown loach out of there because imagine trying to get rid of 6 clown loach out of that. Oh, God damn, dead easy. Algae wafer in a net, boom. What? Clown loach bully everything else out of the way for food. So it's a case of algae wafer in the net, in the tank, all 6 in one scoop, boom, done. Quite impressive. Might try that with the cribs as well. Because they are a bit like invasive at the bottom when they're feeding, so Norwegian, good evening, mate. How are you doing? There you go. Blackmore's are good with goldfish, buddy. 20 goldfish, nearly 5 to 8 inches. They're quite dirty goldfish, though, aren't they? You've got to watch, haven't you? I believe they are. I take it they are. I think they like kind of do a lot of pooing, don't they? Koi should never be in tanks, mate. No, but it's like 1,000 litres, mate. It is big, just to grow them out a little bit. But some of the smaller. But yeah, you can't keep them in there for long. Yeah, so I made a massive mistake. Those man, I'm so annoyed. I thought it was the angels. I don't think it is the angels. It's the cribs. That'll be out on Thursday. I was gonna launch it today, but I haven't been that great. So the editing's kind of been held back a bit. Kimco, I think it's raining at the moment. It's Manchester, mate. Like, it always rains. That's what it does. They just have the weather report in Manchester is just same on loop. We have the same weather girl from the 1960s, just on loop. Today, it's going to rain. That's all you get. Yeah, man, get into the rainbows, Reese. They are. There's so many different types, mate. You know, they're all. There's some that are very, very similar, but it's yeah, they're pretty cool. They are pretty cool. I just wish, really, I'd like 6-foot tank would be better now. Oh man, don't even think it. Shouldn't even go there. Oh, calling you out there, Reese. Sometimes though, Norwegian, mate, people are just too busy. There's times I can't reply to people straight away. Everything just builds up, mate. 50 subs, but still can't go live days late. How long did you have to wait? To be honest, Pet Fish Life. So, I don't really know, mate. Right, so I only started going live a couple of months ago when I hit like 2,000. I think I was on like 1,500 subs. I needed 600 hours watch time. So I give myself till the end of the year to get full monetization. Otherwise, that was it. I was going to call it a day. I've been kind of running this channel for like over 2 years. And actually, it was when I hit 3,000 watch hours and I got kind of semi monetized, so you can kind of do like the super chat and all that. When I hit 3,000 watch hours, mate, and you could do the, I kind of looked into what super chat was, and saw that it's like, obviously it's like people just like donating during live streams, and they can donate on your videos and all that. So my channel is always been more for doing the long form content. I produced quite a lot of shorts, but I only did the shorts to try and build the sub count up. And it did build a sub count up, but I hate saying it, but with the wrong type of viewers, if you will. So people subscribe to the shorts, but that didn't make them watch your long form content. Yeah. So I only started when I hit 3,000 watch hours. I'd made the decision, instead of spending an hour to 2 hours a night making an 8-second short, because that's what I was doing. It kind of like, I decided to change that. I wasn't getting like a community, because the shorts, no one was really commenting on the shorts. You just flick through, don't you? And so I kind of like made the decision to do the live streams instead. So I don't really know when the live streams opened up to me. They were just there, mate, when I decided to start doing them. And I'll be honest, it's the best thing I've done, because I'm building a community. I've got people that come into the streams all the time. Fishkeeper Club's growing. We get people coming in. People subscribe to my channel. It's improved my watch rate or views on my videos. Just the best thing. I should have done it ages ago, mate, but I'm not quite sure when it opened up to me, buddy. Any recommendations for which bigger tank to go for? I mean, 450 litre plus, so like 5 to 6 foot. I like the look of the swell ones. I live near Swell, Sam. I am. It's in Hyde. I say I live near it. I'm not like really near it. It's about 15 to 20 mile away, but it's just up the motorway. So yeah, I've been in Swell and it's all right, to be perfectly honest. I've never seen any of the tanks though. I did go in there thinking it was a shop and it wasn't. It was a warehouse with a little cashier at the front. He weren't allowed in, so it was like I travelled up there really, and I did get some plants, but they were just tropical plants. But I've never actually seen their tanks, mate, to be perfectly honest. But they're quite popular, aren't they? They are all over. It's a quite big warehouse that they've got running there, and it seems to be pretty busy. Like I say, I've never seen their tanks, but that, to be honest, this one here, the Aqua One, oh God. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I think it's the Fluval. I do love the Fluval. It's just as good. I think it is because of just because it's rimless. And I know I've put a lid on it. You can't really see the lid from when you're level with it, and so you get more screen, if you will, like more screen rather than a border going around it like you do with the Fluval. I only put the glass on it just because of the water loss, but yeah, I like the Aqua Ones, mate. I really do. I definitely have another. The thing I like about this, why I kind of prefer this than the Fluval, because the Fluval's 240 litre, that's 300 litre. It's just, they're both 4 foot. It's just that one goes back a little bit further. And you can, just that extra, it's probably be an extra 6 inches. But that just opens, for doing your scape, it just opens up massively. So that gave me then the chance to do like 3 layers of forest trees going back. So there's 3 layers, thick, thinner, and thin at the back. So you got that impression that it went further back even than it did. But wouldn't be able to do that on a Fluval. No way. So yeah, mate, when you're looking for a tank, look for one that goes back further as well. Got that bit more width on it. You honestly, you won't regret it. It's just you can do a really good scape and still have loads of swimming room at the front. You know, you can. That's if you're scaping it, obviously. But yeah, that's what I do, mate. Anyway. You went to Amazon Aquatics today. I do like it, and I've not been there for a bit, you know, Reese. What was it like? Leo, if you go onto my channel page, go to the community page and scroll down, you'll see that tank before water and the plants went in. Obviously, I can't show you on the stream, but I will. What I'll do, mate, I'll show you a quick look round on my tanks, and then. So this is a rainbow tank, all fully live planted. Then down there is the shrimp tank. Again, all live plants. I have left them shrimp lolly sticks in there for a reason, because I'm making a batch of Repasha gel food up, so I'll make some shrimp lollies out of the Repasha. So there is obviously, I do have cardinals anyway. Managed to save 3, but the rest have definitely gone. Like I say, there is a picture of this tank before the plants and the water went in, and then my CO2 tank. It's kind of a bit of an experiment for me at the moment. But to be honest, the lawn needs cutting at the front. The Rhinokai is growing in proper nice now, really is. Anubius, nice bunch of boost there as well. And there is shrimp in here as well, guys. There is a colony of shrimp in here now that's doing really well. As you can see, there's quite a few just on that leaf there, just chilling. And at the back, some rotala and some... there is a clump of moss there. It's kind of like proper, like... Oh, I don't even know how that's got in there because there's never been that moss in there. It is a floating moss. It's... is it Riccia? Something like that. I'm not great with the Latin names, guys. I'm not pretty rubbish with the Latin names and stuff. I think it's called Riccia or something like that. It's a floating moss anyway. Don't really know how it's ended up in there, but it's looking pretty good. It's full of air bubbles and that, so we'll see. So there you go, Leo. That's my... you know what, Leo? I have been toying of getting rid of the angelfish because they don't really do much. But I'm keeping hold of the angelfish now. So it's the reason why I wouldn't really get discus. I want something. I like fish at school with a bit of action, so I'm gonna. The crebences are going. Definitely, the crebences are going, and yeah, I'm gonna get some different barbs in there. I've always had a thing for like tiger barbs, green tiger barbs, and try and get 6 of each. And yeah, so that's the way that tank's gonna go. And then start rebuilding the cardinal colony as well. So I'm kind of annoyed with myself. But yeah, I kind of witnessed it on you'll see it on the video on Thursday. What happened to them. Yeah, mate, I like a natural tank as well, mate. Each to their own and all that. But yeah, kind of, it's not just about the fish, really, with me nowadays, mate. It's like the aquatic gardening side as well. Cheers, pet fish. It's not a problem, mate. Got to help each other out. Leave if you go onto my community page and leave a comment on one of the things, mate, I'll follow you back as well. It's hard work, though, mate. It is hard work. You've got to put the hours in, and if you want it, it depends where you want to take it. I want it to be my job. I don't know. I've always had a physical job, but my health's proper taking a hit at the moment. So I wanna kind of get a job that's gonna let me chill out for a bit, you know. Not carrying 4 tons of potatoes every day or tons of paper every day, and I've always had physical jobs, so I want to chill, and maybe this has got to be the way forward for me. Hopefully, fingers crossed. You never know. See that? I don't know how I did do it. I couldn't get them crossed at first. That's when you know you're getting old, when you go to cross your fingers and they won't go. Witnessed for the first time on live that, wow, just realised how old I am getting. Will, good evening, mate. How are you doing, buddy? Alfie, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Nice. They've got a 700 litre one. Am I not also? Ooh. I don't know if I have the space for that one. I know what you're saying, Sam, but I reckon you have. Don't listen to me though, mate. I know the score. You always want to go bigger, don't you? It's mad, isn't it? It is mad. It is. Like when I went out and got the 240 litre, I decided to go on and get a smaller tank so I could put fry in it. And I came out with a 300 litre that fit perfectly on that wall. I've got to add, that wall there is 4 foot in length, and the tank's 4 foot in length, and it fit perfectly. It was like, wow, that wall was made to have a fish tank put on it for sure. So yeah, I don't regret it. And then bought a little unit that the shrimp tank sits on perfectly, and so obviously that was put there for a reason too. I swim with them once a week, dark rep, but that's like Sunday off stream, man. Can't be streaming that. I see some small cardinals over your shoulder. The 3 will have survived. 3. I've sussed. I know what happened. I know what happened. Yeah. So the I'll be honest. The culprit. We blamed the angels, didn't we? We blamed the angels. Only come to. So I filmed the Chopco delivery, and I was just going to launch it on Monday as just like not one of my videos, and I'd kind of, so I edited it, and I was like, I wasn't happy at putting it out, so I thought, you know what, I'll kind of like put more to it, and I'll launch it on Friday. So I have got, it'll come out on Friday, but whilst I'm watching through it, mate, I don't even notice it as I'm tipping the fish in, but the cribs were going crazy for him, mate. They were chasing them off straight away. So I think the cribs have had him. So decision has been made, mate, that the cribs are going at weekend. So last weekend I kind of filmed 2 films, because I filmed the Tropco delivery, and then I filmed another film which I was going to release on Friday, but I've not even started editing that. So I think what I'm going to do is launch the Tropco delivery on Thursday, and then the one I've filmed for Thursday, do that for the next Thursday, which frees up my Sunday. Instead of filming, I can catch every single crib and get rid of them for sure. There you go. That's there's me planning my weekend out on stream. Americans. How many gallons is your tank? Oh, no, 60, mate. It is. I think it's 60 gallon. 60 gallon. I'll round about that. I know. I should really. I think it is 60. We have had this debate before, Pet Life. So yeah, it is around about 60 gallon. Not in the tank behind me, Dane. No. That's just angels. Angels, red phantom tetras, cardinal tetras. Way too many cribensis, and then some cribs and cories. Can't remember what cories are in there. There's quite a mixture of cories in both my big tanks, to be perfectly honest. But no, I'm gonna get rid of the cribs. I'm gonna get some barbs in there. I do love tiger barbs. I do. Tiger barbs, green tiger barbs, the albino ones. Might as well throw them in the mix as well. And I think you can get some of the opal as well, like a different type of green tiger barb as well. They're pretty cool. Yeah, I've not been for a while, Reece, so I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it's mad because I was talking about this before, and it's like everything's just you're so busy with stuff, aren't you? And you just don't have time to get out anymore to the shops. I used to have 3 days off a week. Now I only have 2. You miss that 3rd day off. Good evening, Kobe. Thanks for joining us. I think I have enough plants. In a 15-gallon aquarium, I bet I won't need a filter. No water changes. It depends, Kobe. You can do it. I know people do it. But don't know, mate. I've never run a tank where I've not had filtration, mechanical. If you're only having one betta in there, if you pack it out with plants, I take it it'd be okay. I know, like, I'm pretty sure MD does it now and again, doesn't he? But it's something I've never really done, mate. I've always just had filtration running, and kind of, I know you can do it, but I just like the way I look at it. If right, so when I clean my filters out, they are like full of crap, aren't they? Yeah. If they weren't running, that crap would be in the tank. Where's it? You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. If my filter would never needed cleaning, then I wouldn't need to run it. That's kind of how I look at it. And you've seen, you know, the amount of plants that are in my tanks are rammed out. So I do have to think about my health first, mate. I do. But the mad thing is, mate, doing the YouTube is trying to look after my health. I know I'm at the moment kind of burning the candle at both ends because I do kind of like running 2 full-time jobs. But if I get the YouTube to take off, that's what I mean. It's kind of like I am trying to look after my health by running myself into the ground first. If that makes sense. It makes sense to me anyway. Good evening, Sam, Fran. Hope you're okay. Right, okay, off the shrimp and the betta book, Sam. Yeah, you'll enjoy them, mate. They are good. They're full of, honestly. The shrimp book turned my shrimp experience around massively. The betta book, again, it's just everything you need to know. Brilliant, really, really good, really good. That guy knows so much about, like, especially with shrimp. God damn, amazing. Sail there today with live plants. So nice, Reese. What plants have you got then today, mate? Oh, I think you might. Oh, I've caught up on chat. Bloody hell. I was well waffling on there for a bit, wasn't I? I think I got well behind. I want to start my fish keeping journey. What fish should I start first? Right, Prakash. Thanks for joining us. Right, I have a thing about starting when you're starting this hobby, right? Yeah, and I always think start with things like live bearers. Yeah, so guppies, mollies, platies, swordtails, all your live bearers, because they're all quite hardy, relatively easy to look after if you're selecting the right ones for the water that's in your area. And I don't really think there's anything better than looking in your tank one day and something on the gravel catching your eye, and you're like, did something move? And you can't see something, and then all of a sudden you see it again. There's loads of little babies. I just don't think there's anything better than that. And when that happens, and you start like realizing that what you've got in your tank there is producing life. It kind of, to me, it kind of cements you into the hobby a little bit more, and then you kind of grow and think, right, gonna try these now and add more to it. But yeah, I don't know. That's just because that's how I got into the hobby, mate. I was sat in school. My dad used to have fish. I was sat in school. I was 8 years old, doing the maths exam, and but watching the fish tank. And I watched Molly's giving birth, and since then I'm 51. So yeah, it kind of got me. So yeah, it's to me, mate. Start with guppies. Yeah, this is it. Live bearers, mate. Live bearers. It's always the way forward. It's just a nice experience seeing life being produced in your tank. It's a buzz, mate. The first time you set a tank up, first time you see a little baby, it's like, oh, sugar. Honestly, it's definitely the way forward, Prakash. Not a problem, mate. Love it, me. I love it. I love it. And I've had all sorts, Prakash. I've gone from like, I had a little goldfish when I was a kid to piranhas when I was in my 20s to like now rainbow fish, angel fish, all kinds. I say piranhas. I piranha. So Echidorus. Echinodorus. Is I always call it Echidorus. I don't know why it is Echinodorus. Yeah. I think I've got one. It's like very similar to the Amazon swords, aren't they? If I'm thinking on the right thing. So yeah, we've got 4 live streams a week, guys. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all start at 8 p.m. GMT. And a Saturday afternoon, starting at 2 p.m. GMT. And we get loads of great people in. We have a good chat. People pop in and ask questions like Prakash, and we try and guide them the best we can. It's always worth checking out, guys. It really is. Jax, thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. And guys in the chat, show Jack some love, not only for the donations today to support the channel, but also it was his birthday yesterday, so give him some love in the chat, guys, because that's awesome. What did you do for your birthday, buddy? So I say, did you go and have a drink? But I don't know if you drink. Jax, honestly, I really do appreciate you, mate. I really do. But yeah, mate, I hope you had a good birthday, bud. I really do. So yeah, for those in the stream at the moment, if you're not a subscriber, if you can dink the subscribe button, that'd be awesome. Say 4 live streams a week. I do a video release on Thursday afternoons at 3:15 as well. And this week it's something different, actually. This week's video is something different. It's so I had my first ever Tropco So I had my first ever online fish order delivery. I've always shied away from it, mainly because the delivery system around here is pretty poor. But a lot of the people in the chat that come in all the time, they've like, nah, we've had online deliveries and it's really good. And they have assured me that it's really good nowadays. So I got a Tropco delivery, and lo and behold, the delivery was absolutely brilliant. It really was. It was. I couldn't fault it. I got information from start to finish. The delivery man, absolutely brilliant. But it did go pear-shaped. It did go pear-shaped. I had 22 cardinals, 6 red rainbows. The red rainbows are fine. Cardinals, though, 3 left. Oh, I didn't even consider what it could have been as well. So all I'll say is watch the video on Thursday, because it shows what happened. I have been thinking, like, over weekend, where are they? Where are they? I've spent hours. If I'd have watched the video back, I would have seen. And I would have not tipped them all in, obviously. It's just wasn't really concentrating on tipping on the fish going in. It was more trying to get it on shot, so you'd see it on camera. But concentrating on that, didn't witness what was going on in the tank. And yeah, lessons learned. Lessons learned. But the culprits will be going. I have been telling them going anyway. But so yeah, the angels got a reprieve because it's not them. Yeah, so the video was kind of, yeah, it'll be out on Thursday. I've just got to kind of do more editing on it. You haven't done anything yet, but next Saturday, going out with your mates, yes. For a pub stroll, nice. I take it that's like a pub crawl, is it? Mate, you've got to enjoy it, buddy. Yeah, will. Not literally not being eaten, but like lambs to the slaughter, mate. Oh yeah, it was a. What I'm sat there on my laptop. I'm like, whoa, knew straight away, mate. Yeah, bit of a wounder. So the angels weren't really bothered. The angels weren't bothered, and they would have been out getting the plants, and they'd have been away from the angels. Thing is, into the plants, that's where all the crebensis babies are. Oh, mate. Yeah, so yeah, the crebensis are going. The crebensis are going for sure. And then I think what I'll do, I'll take the crebensis down to my shop, and then if they've got any cardinals, I'll kind of swap them out with cardinals and replace them for the meal that they ate. So kind of wounded, mate. Kind of a bit wounded. It's not a great ending to the video, mate, to be perfectly honest, because I've kind of re-edited it and done an ending to the video, and yeah, it's just, suppose you live and learn, don't you? I didn't expect it. The lights were out and everything. I didn't expect anything like what happens. Yeah, that's what I thought, Jax. That's what I thought. I just weren't sure whether you actually like your drink, because so many people don't drink anymore. Or is that just the UK? The angels weren't the problem, Jax. And I'll be honest, I didn't really think the crebensis would be either. But yeah, you live and learn, don't you? But yeah, the cribs are going for sure. Made the decision. Just thinking the tank will just be better with tigers in it. But I do fear for the lotus, though. I do fear for the lotus. But we'll have to see. At the end of the day, if they do start tearing the lotus, what I'll do, I'll take the bulb out and I'll put it on the other side of the rainbow tank. So eventually there'll just be the massive lilies growing at the front instead. Sod it. Yeah, cribs annoyed me. That really annoyed me. And then I come to feed them before, and there's like 8 or 10 in the rainbow tank. It's like nah. This is it. It's too much. It's a rainbow fish tank that's been overrun with crebensis. It's kind of like they're so like invasive, aren't they? They were only put in there as visitors. The 3 survivors, Will, are okay, mate. They're okay. They are a little bit bigger, though, to be perfectly honest. It's just, yeah, the other 3 are okay. It's just hard getting them all out, mate. But, yeah, but the cribs will go. And then, like I say, I'll try and swap them out. Get a few cards in there. But yeah, that's the way it's going to go, though. Definitely. So it might be another Trotco delivery and get a nice school of barbs in there, man. I do like the schooling fish and barbs. I've always had a thing for barbs. Such a wounder, man. Such a wounder. But we will move on. So if there's anybody that's in at the moment, that's in the Manchester area that wants some crebensis, get in touch, either Facebook or Instagram. Come and collect some. So free of charge, obviously. If you want to take them, I would take it to a good home first. So just be aware. Not too bad if you have a Christmas giveaway. Could well be, mate. Yeah, Christmas giveaway. It's just it's like Pete could gladly have them because he's only like 3 miles away, but I think they're all right if you've just got a couple. But once it gets to where if you've only got a couple, it's not too bad. They get territorial over like a 6-inch square place. It's fine. The rest of the tank's all right. When you start getting a good amount in there, nothing gets any peace. You know, it's it turns the whole tank upside down. So yeah, they've got to come out. Just know it's going to be a bleeding nightmare. It's not something I'm looking forward to doing, to be perfectly honest. So we are actually going to have a bit of a Christmas party as well on I think it's the 20th, isn't it? The Friday. So the Friday before Christmas, we're going to a couple of drinks and that. It was Tracy's idea. Tracy messaged me on Facebook saying we should do like a social event Christmas party. So why not? I know I can't see you lot drinking. You could tell me, yeah, we're all on the vodkas, Russ. I'll be plastered, and you lot be all laughing your heads off. I won't be plastered though. I can't. Oh no, I haven't been plastered for years. I'll tell a lie, I have, but I wasn't plastered though. I'm not a big drinker, me guys. I'm a head down the toilet kind of guy. Me once I've had a few drinks. Always have been. Kind of puts you off. Like, I don't mind a drink, but I don't get drunk. I kind of can't. So So I'm thinking it's a better idea. It's a better idea, isn't it? Getting rid of the cribs. Get rid of the cribs. Get barbs. It's got to be the way forward. I have a cycled 60 litre waiting for a pair of dwarf cichlids, but I do fear I'd be overrun. Do you have two other? I do have two other aquariums though. Maybe I should get females. No, this is the thing, salmon. The salmon eaters. The males always seem to be the ones with more colour, but they're always ones that carry the aggression, aren't they? So I only started with I bought 2 pair of Crebensis, 1 pair of albino, male and female, 1 pair of Nigerian reds. Is it reds? Nigerian reds, I think they are. No, not Nigerian blacks. So they're Nigerian reds. And like the male Nigerian red paired up with the female albino, boom, off they went. The other 2 weren't interested in each other, and them 2 have just produced family of delinquents. To be fairly honest, they're just like, just change the old dynamic to all the tanks. I only put them in the rainbow tank to grow them out so I could take them to the shop. And 4 kind of managed to stay in there somehow. Not this time, though. Not this time. They're all coming out. But yeah, it's a hard thing to make, innit? Just with it's a problem with some of the males, isn't it, with being aggressive. Sounds good, Christmas party. It does, Jax. It does. I think it's a great idea. Oh yeah, probably drinking wine because I shouldn't really drink anything else. But spirits I'm all right with, but like lager and that, I shouldn't really be drinking lager anyway. So they are though, mate. They are, honestly. There's just a family. It's honestly, they're like the Crebensis are the family you don't want living on your street. Honestly, they're the ones that have got all like the scramblers outside and loud music at 3 o'clock in the morning and pissed up having barbecues in the middle of the night. That's your Crebensis type in the fish tank. Proper nightmare. But they look stunning. They look stunning. But they are a nightmare. Right, hang on a minute. Right, Jax, I'm going to have to be looking at what you're going on about here, mate. Because I have thought about Congo tetras as well, because they're pretty stunning. And I've never had them before, but for some reason, they kind of do go back to barbs quite a lot. When I walk in the shop and I see barbs, I'm always like, they always tempt me. You know what? Everyone apart from Colombiana's come up, mate. That's just not on, is it? So I've got to type it out. That's my look. That's my look. Ah, yeah, mate. Very. So I used to have tinfoil barbs as well. They're the ones that Jack's on about. I do actually. You know what, mate? I do actually see them in the shops around here as well. So I don't know. I do like barbs. I do. I used to have. So when I got rid of the piranha, the next fish that moved into that tank was 6 tinfoil barbs, but there were about 4 inches in length each. Oh, they just look stunning. They just look stunning. I used to have a Pistos, Jacks. Didn't really seem to do that great in my water, mate, to be perfectly honest. I know, that's why I'm say like the Jacks, the tigers do worry me slightly regarding the lily, but if it means taking the lily out, then it means taking the lily out. I'm gonna change this tank round. Well, it's not going to change it round at all. I'm not changing it round. But yeah, I'm gonna get to weekend. I'm gonna look for packing the front out with some smaller leaf botanicals. Once I get rid of the cribs and all that, just gonna. Don't know. Sorry. That was like someone had just fed the rainbow fish tank. Honestly, everything just shot to one area, and there was like nothing there. Weird. I can't remember what I was saying now. Cheers, Sam. Although, you know what, mate, I kind of it's a little bit weird. I do kind of inspire people to do the water changes and all the maintenance while you get it a lot, Sam. It's weird, it's crazy. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did have a Pistos, mate, but they seem to struggle in my water because my water's like basically distilled water in it that comes out of the tap. It's crazy. But yeah, like I say, the only worry I have with the tiger barbs would be the lily. But if the lily has to come out, then it has to come out. That was it. So yeah, I'm gonna put. I'll get some botanicals down the front. Find a leaf botanicals down the front. I want to try and concentrate on maybe like just trying to get the cories. I know the cories have spawned before because there is some cories in there that there's like 2 different sizes of the same type of cory. So there's definitely bred. So yeah, if I get some botanicals down, I'm hoping it'll give them a bit more of a chance. Try and get them cories spawning a little bit. Yeah, Jax, I don't know what it is. I've always kind of struggled with them. You know, my water is soft, so it should be okay. But yeah, it's so it's something that I've had a couple of different types and have kind of not really lasted longer than like maybe 12 months, where they just kind of faded off. Quite a shame, really, mate, because some of the Pistos were amazing. Yeah, I think it'll be good to have a bit of a Christmas social. Tracy, she'll it was her idea, so she better get drunk. I'm just gonna, because she's not in at the moment, I'll just drink water and we'll tell her she has to match me. I'll drink water and tell her it's vodka. I'm only joking. We'll be having a drink though, for sure. It's got to be done, hasn't it? It's Christmas time. It's got to be done. So I have been toying with buying and getting another aquarium, kind of putting it in my spare room, Doesn't technically need to be lit. And then putting the breeding pair of angels in there. It's just been an idea that I've been running with regarding this tank. Because I like the fact that my angels breed. You know, I do like the fact that they do. It's kind of heartbreaking that I can't really do anything about it. But if I set up another tank in the spare room, try and maybe try and do it with Hyger stuff. That might be an idea. If Hyger, yeah, that's a good idea. So yeah, maybe set up an angel tank and just put the breeding pair of angels in there with like nothing else, and see how it goes from there. Speaking of quarries, I bought a group of 6 underfed ones free of charge. Oh, mate, nice. Hopefully you get them fed up, mate. I find quarries quite delicate though, Jax, don't you? What they like in Czech, mate? Because I find them quite delicate here. Seems to be sometimes they don't really travel too well. That's kind of the impression I've always got, especially the Venezuelans. Well, that might just be me, bad luck with them. I have Venezuelan orange. In fact, there's one at the front there. But the Venezuelan blacks, they must be like one of the fish I just have so much bad luck with. Venezuelan black cories. Just no, I don't know. Don't know what it is. It's a good job I've never set up a tank Venezuelan black cories with Monte Carlo. Jesus, that'd be enough to stop me being in the hobby, wouldn't it? I'm not good at growing Monte Carlo and I can't keep black cories alive. So I always say when you're starting in the hobby, start with live bearers. Gives you build your confidence. God, I've got so many different types of cories in there. I look over and see different types all the time. What type of cory they added, Jax? Just gonna grab a drink, guys. So that's in at the moment. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, could I please ask you to click the subscribe button? The channel is growing. Do 4 live streams a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's 8 p.m. GMT. Saturday starts at 2 p.m. GMT. And on a Thursday afternoon, I do launch a long form video. Rainbow fish or aquarium based. This week it will be regarding the my first ever online fish order that got delivered, which came really, really well, but it did end badly. So check it out Thursday. They do travel bad because they breathe atmosphere. Yeah. Very long travel if they fresh rocks. Stir-bys. To be honest, mate, I find stir-bys to be a little bit more harder. But yeah, I've never looked at it that way, mate. But yeah, you're right there because they take the oxygen from the surface. But yeah, struggle me with Venezuelans especially. Don't know. And I actually don't really travel that far, but I know they travel some distance sometimes, don't they? And I have only ever seen Venezuelan blacks in like a like our well, I don't like to name them, but like a big chain, pet store chain in the UK. So that's the only reason I don't really buy fish from there. But when you go in and see something like where I'd never seen them before, it's like, well, you got to give them a crack, haven't you? But yeah, they didn't last long. So it might not even be that, but I have bought on 2 different occasions, and they've never really done, and for 2 different tanks as well. So maybe it's not. It might be me. It might be the tank, might be the water. I don't know. But yeah, they don't seem to survive well. But stir bites, I do like. I've got stir bites in here. It's just never out when you talk about them, are they? But yeah, there's definitely stir bite in there as well. I do like cories. I was, like I said on the stream last time, I was quite surprised how many different types of albino cory there are. Because I've never really looked into cories that much until the past few weeks. Well, I wasn't even looking into them, it's on Tropco. When you look at the amount of different cories, I know there's loads of different cories, but the amount of different albino cories, it's like, wow. Crazy house, crazy house. You see, like the Crebensis now, they're having a bit of a battle now. Kind of, as you can see, they just don't, they just bring aggro to the tank. So yeah, and even like if you look, so you've got 2 males at the front that are kind of battling, but the 2 females behind as well, they're having a bit of a toe to toe as well. So here we go. See, it's like this kind of action. I don't need it. Don't need it in the tank. But it's a bit different to get on a stream, isn't it? What do you reckon for a small shoal for 60 litre? The pair of Pisto. Right, so my Sam, I have a 60 litre, and I've got CPDs in it, Celestial Pearl Daniels. Quite a stunning fish, mate. They're very similar. They're almost like a miniature rainbow trout, if you don't know what they are. But yeah, I have them in my Fluval Spec 60 litre. I'll show you a picture of them, mate, because they are awesome. They are like, there's just something different, mate. But they are very similar to like a rainbow trout. And like I've got 12. I had 12, I've got 10 now. My CO2 system overdosed one day, and so, but yeah, they're awesome, mate. They are awesome. The Celestial Pearl Daniels. But anything like a small Danio or small Rasporas, neon green Rasporas, Sam, if you can get hold of any of them, good place to get them. Like Maidenhead Aquatics seems to be good for getting those neon green Rasporas. So neon green Raspora, mate, a bit like a neon tetra, but electric green instead. Oh, damn, stunning. Haley, good evening. I love rainbow fish. Yeah, mate, I've got to admit, they are pretty awesome. Most pet shops and aquariums, if they don't get fish from local breeders, after that, it depends on how they keep the fish. Yeah, you're right there, Jax. You're right there, mate. Haley. Those are cool looking fish. Cheers, Haley. The Crebensis are just, yeah, they are. They've been issued an ASBO, antisocial behaviour order. And they're getting evicted at weekend. they've been told they're being evicted. Every single one of them, even the ones in there as well. It's actually they're the ones that started all trouble with them anyway. So cool facts about CPDs is that they were discovered. Yeah, mate. Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, they're not something that was been around for ages. To be perfectly honest, mate, like this hobby's well changed, Mike, in the past, like what, 40 years. Wow, from what you could get 40 years ago to what you can get now is just unbelievable. Even like, especially with plants is just like another level now. I have about 15 and 40 litre. Just made a shot about them this evening. I will check that out, Mike. Mike, put a link to your channel in the chat as well, mate. Get people to have a check out Mike's page. But yeah, it's they're awesome CPDs, aren't they? Abby, how you doing, buddy? What's up? Remember the Bud adverts? They were great then, weren't they? Lavosa. Let's go. How's it going? Yeah, not too bad, mate. I'm doing okay. You don't want to worry about my health. I'm kind of kidney stones at the moment, mate, but I'm all right. Nice to make a stream, always learning something new. Nah, it's all good, Lavosa. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Is that when they changed from Asporas to Daniels? Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's Celestial Pearl Daniels and what is it? What do they call them as well? Bloody crazy. Yeah, what did they used to go on? I can't find it. Galaxy of Asporas. Well done, mate. I know it's mad, isn't it? I don't know when it changed. Someone made a comment on my peppered Corey. Well, actually, it wasn't on the video. It was on Facebook. That peppered Corys aren't classed as a Corydora anymore. They're classed as something else. It was like, you should know that. You should know that. This was discovered in July, like June, July, August, September. It was discovered 3 months ago. So I don't remember it being on the news. So how some people expect you to know these changes is quite amazing. But when I researched that, nothing came up. Whereas if something like that had happened 3 months ago, surely it'd come up. But yeah, nothing came up when I researched it. But apparently they're not classed as a corridor anymore. Can't remember what he said they were. The hobby has changed a lot, Mike. Well, starting in 2008, it's improvement. Oh, it's massively improved, mate. Massively improved. It's like when I first started in the hobby, you had under gravel filters, which were basically a piece of plastic that went under all your gravel, and they had two tubes coming from the back, one on either side, and they were powered by an air pump. And the air pump, obviously, is the same as like with a sponge filter, but the air bubbles moving up will pull the water through, which draws water down through the gravel and the crap up. That's how under the gravel filter works. And then you'd have bubble powered filters with floss in there. That's how it used to be done when I first started in the hobby. And now you've got like canister filters that go through UV light, and it's just total like madness now compared to how it was like 40 years ago. Absolute crazy. Yeah, feel free to join Mike there. He's got a great channel going on, guys. Is that the revision regarding Corey's, Jax? It's a bit mad, isn't it? Any good recommendations for 10-gallon aquarium? Or something exotic or colourful? Possibly multiple types of fish that I found it rather hard to find fish who do well in such a small tank. It's 10 gallon. You ever thought about doing shrimp, Haley? Get a great shrimp tank going in a 10-gallon. Something a little bit different as well. And kind of, if you, depending on what your water is and whereabouts you are, if your water's like, check out what shrimp are better for your water. If you've got water that's suitable for bee shrimp are like proper decent. It's just an idea. I do like shrimp. One of the best videos on that, and any vids from the wild habitats is from Oliver County on below water. I'll check that out, mate. But yeah, even 10 gallon, what's that? 10 gallons is going to be what? About 20 litre, is it? Something like that, is it? 20, 24 litre, 25 litre. Yeah, I'd look at something smaller though, mate, for sure. If shrimp didn't do it for you, but I'd well go for shrimp, to be perfectly honest. Where are you at, Sam? My water's really soft, and my Neocaridina are thriving. Do really, really well. Neocaridina, they're doing awesome. Haley, you could always stick a male fighter in there. So you get, but you'd only be able to have one. And you don't really get anything more exotic than a male fighter, male betta. But yeah, Sam, I have my water's really soft, like in Manchester. Oh, you're great. Yeah, mate, our water's perfect, mate. So yeah, I have Neocaridina, buddy, and spot on. I've got to admit, mate, did struggle with shrimp. I did, but like fish keeping answers channel, his book regarding shrimp, awesome. I know, like, so yeah, shrimp are definitely Neocaridina, reds, blues, greens, blacks, whatever. They're all decent for our water, mate. And they're dead easy to look after because you don't really do any water changes, just top ups on your shrimp tank. So, although I do a little bit of a water change on them for the guppies. That's another thing that may end up having to be moved out this weekend as well. As well while I'm doing it, eh? The guppies can go as well. Yeah, I've got 3 tanks that I can work on. Right, yeah, I've got a lot to do on Sunday. Just out of interest, Sam, whereabouts in Manchester are you, mate? It's funny because a few weeks, well, it's not a few weeks ago now, we've been doing the live streams for quite a bit, but I was talking to a guy from Australia, then I was talking to a guy from America, and then the guy from Heywood, and I'm in Bury, and there he is, Pete. There we go. You're like a genie, mate. Just talking about you, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. So then and then the guy from Heywood's just turned up now, mate. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Be all right if you're kind of near, if you want any Anubias. Your ears were burning. They were, mate. We're just the Sam's from Manchester. We're just talking about our water. Our water's like pretty amazing. It's basically Venezuelan oranges, blacks, and normal oranges. All right, okay. But surely, I take it though, they are still, I don't know, still basically, what takes them out of being a corridor? I might be asking a question I don't know, man. I mean, what stops them being a Corey? Sometimes you think, what the bleeding hell's going on? They just wish everything to just keep the same name. How are the fish doing, Pete? Right, so I've only got 3 left, Pete, out of 22. but I know what happened to him as well. It turns out I actually filmed it. So, yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself, though, because I didn't notice it, obviously, until I came to edit the video and realised what had happened. I know, Pete, I'm gutted. I'm gutted. Well gutted. Crebensis, mate. Crebensis. 37 years in Salford, 5 in New York. No, 3 years living in Norwich. Oh, mate. See, not that far, really, mate. I'm only Berry. Yeah, that's what it is, Mike, innit? But it's just mad, innit? It's still a Corey in my eyes. Always will be. Yeah, painful. Painful, Pete. Painful. And I'll be honest, I've spent ages looking for them and kind of fed and looked to see if they all come out. Nothing comes out. So I was fearing the worst. But then yesterday afternoon, when I come to edit the video, it was like, oh my God. Like feeding time. Just like, what? Joke. Absolute nightmare. So anyway, they've all the cribs have been served as bows, mate. That's it. Weekend gone, done. Had it with them. So yeah, they're getting swapped out. Yeah, it's just because of visuals, Jackson. It. You wouldn't be able to tell, could you? Way too much going into bleeding genetics nowadays. Oh, your fry are doing well. Nice, Reese. Nice. That's what we like to hear. Baked bread. Good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. There's a thing is from 1860s, almost all species were categorized under quarters. There's over 300 different species. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I've been getting into scaping. Oh, nice, mate. It's addictive though, isn't it? It's so addictive. When I scaped this, I did it on my lounge floor. just sat there moving things about. I knew how I wanted it. Obviously, I bought all the wood to have it, so it was like a forest. And but yeah, it's so addictive, mate. So I spent an evening building each individual cave that had a piece of wood in it, so it was a branch. Worked them all out where they were going to go. I spent a day doing the root work, which now you can't see. So I don't know why I spent a day doing the root work, because now, like I say, you can't see any of it. It's all just overgrowing plants. Just a waste of time. But it was so good. I could just do that all the time. It's proper addictive. If I worked in a shop, some shops now have like a scaping section, don't they? So you can put your rocks together and see how you like them. If I worked in a shop, no customers would get a look in. I'd just be playing about all day. Got pink male guppies. Oh, Reese, do us a favour, mate. Try and get a good photo of them and send them over to me on Twitter or whatever, mate. I've never seen pink guppies, mate, to be honest. Just passing by. Being on the road for 6 hours and 3 meetings, I'm knackered. Yeah, no problem, Pete. Cheers for popping in, buddy. Go and get your head down, mate. I know what you like. I know what it's like. I'm the same. I've been like road all day, kind of pecs on it. Especially on motorways nowadays. A bloody nightmare. Keep safe, buddy. See you soon. I made it super realistic. It looks like an island above the water. Oh, nice, mate. Nice. Try and get some photos to me, Bates. Nice to see you. I'm also making this clay sculpture of a sunk Titanic to put in my 25-gallon. I'll be interested in seeing that, mate, if you're making one yourself. Troy, good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Is it normal that my water is cloudy after switching my aquarium to sand? Yeah, mate, your sand, good filtration. Over the next couple of days, just keep cleaning your filter sponges out. It'll soon clear it out, buddy. It's so hard. I've been working on it for 9 hours. I know, but it's great though, isn't it? When you get it right though, Bates, it's like, you know, it's all good, isn't it? It's all good. Oh, you just saw him today. I've never seen pink guppies, Reese, to be perfectly honest, mate. I've never seen pink guppies. That's like, to be honest, it was a bit deceiving, really. When I was looking online buying fish the other week, pink angels. And when I Googled pink angels, no, well, Googled what the angels were, and not pink. It's just the lighting and the picture, really, because the picture shows them as being pink, and it's like, God damn. They nearly got bought. Thank God for Google. Googled it and like, whoa, hang on a minute. They're white angels, then they're not pink. Troy, I don't have guppies, mate. But, Reese does. Reese got a channel as well, so pink male guppies. I will Google it right now, my man. I will Google it right now. I've never seen pink guppies. There's so many different guppies now, though, isn't there? Oh yeah, man. Yeah, they're awesome, aren't they? There you go, guys. Pink guppy. I'm not surprised you're well into your guppies, Reese. I'm not. Because they're just something else, aren't they? They're spectacular. They're just incredible, aren't they? Tracy, good evening. Good evening. We're talking about you before. We're only good things though, mate. We're just saying about the Christmas party on the 20th. It was your idea. I'm blaming you. So if anyone gets drunk and they've got bad head on Saturday, it's your fault, not mine. Disclaimer. Solid. I have been stuck on the phone. You know it is. Get worried as we edge closer to 10 p.m. I haven't been that great today, Tracy, to be honest. The only thing that's kept me going today is codeine. And for some reason, I'm peeing one hell of a lot, which obviously you don't want to know about, but I am peeing a lot, which I never really used to do before. But at the moment, it's bad. But the pain, tomorrow's the test, though, mate. Tomorrow. So one of my jobs tomorrow is a nightmare, and that's the one where I took ill. So that's a test, isn't it? Well, yeah, you can, mate. Yeah, you can, Jax. Yeah. So how's things, Tracy? Are you okay? I have made the decision, Tracy. I know you've said you're in the chat, but yeah, I have. I have made the decision that the cribs are going. I've got a phone appointment on Christmas Eve. A phone appointment though, so again, that'll be like getting on nearly 4 weeks from being taken into hospital and still not even having a scan. It's like, God, it's so good. You know what I mean? It's just like to feel like you're getting somewhere, but at the moment, I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere. And I was saying earlier on, Tracy, I don't know how long you've been in thing, but it's like being ill now, especially like in the UK, because when you're off work, you don't get paid. So being ill is like only for the privileged. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? It's like I can't afford to be ill. Can't afford to be ill. So I don't really know. So with kidney stones and lifting and carrying stuff all day, am I like damaging my kidneys? I don't really know. I don't know. See, this is what things I'm gonna have to find out on Christmas Eve when I have my phone consult. But what good's a phone consult? I won't get anywhere with that, will I? It's bad Henry, isn't it? It's like a privilege to be poorly. It's like, you know what I mean? You gotta go in work. I don't know if working like the job I do with kidney stones, because it certainly aggravates it, because half the time I struggle. So it's obviously aggravating it. So am I damaging my kidneys just because I can't afford to take time off work? Get cheered up a bit. Google corridor CW153. It's gonna blow. Oh, right. Is it gonna blow my mind, or is it just gonna make me jealous? I'm gonna go, wow, they're well nice, and then you're gonna say, I've just got some of these. Like, man. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Where is it? CW153. Oh man. They're crazy, aren't they? Okay, so just so everyone knows, just for those that haven't Googled it anyway. Mate, they're like an auto Sinclair. Yeah, they're crazy. They are crazy. Oh, Anne Marie, honestly, it's been an absolute joke from the start when it. Honestly, it was like I collapsed in work. They refused to send me an ambulance. I had to make my own way to hospital, even though I just collapsed. It's like what? Yeah, I had to make my own way to hospital. So I ended up getting dropped off at A&E in a truck, and yeah, it's just been it's just a joke after. So I spent like 6 to 8 hours in A&E. No one even gave me a scan. Nurse came in the end and went, there's a suppository. You'll be able to do that yourself, though, won't you? Threw a suppository at me. Well, they didn't throw it at me, like, but yeah, it's terrible. Terrible crap service. I know, like, well, it's not free, is it? We'll say the NHS is free at contacts because you won't pay for it. to be honest. So in it, I spent 6 to 8 hours sat in A&E and saw more people taking a piece of paper for a walk than doing the job. That's all I can say is stop the people walking around in a world where everything's now electronic. Yeah, why are people walking around with pieces of frigging paper in their hands and then claiming a wage for it? It's piss take. And then going, oh, the NHS is broken. Yeah, well, it would be, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be if you stopped taking pieces of paper for a walk and did your fucking job. Wankers. Sorry, gets me proper irate. Because it's an absolute joke. Okay, thank you. Bit bummed I haven't heard much of the stream. I'll watch it back later. I don't know. Yeah, oh Trace, nice mate. Thank you. It's kind of been quite a decent stream tonight, mate. To be honest, there's had quite a lot going on the chat and that. That's good to know then, Marie. To be perfectly honest. It's blowing painful, really painful. There is a possibility that Tuesday, when I've spoke to my doctor, he said on Tuesday there was a possibility that there was one passing through my system. That's why I was in like complete agony. And I'll be honest, ever since then I've not stopped peeing. It's like, so whether there's been a blockage for a while, but if there's been a blockage for a while, it's been for a long time because I hardly ever pee really. Yeah, mate, that's why. Yeah, Jack said, yeah, they are like an auto sinkless, aren't they? They are pretty stunning, them though. I have never seen them in the shops. But over time, hopefully they do get introduced. Waiting all the time now. They are cool. They are pretty tiny. To be honest, they're probably about the size of my little gobies. They're pretty. They look kind of like the right kind of size. But yeah, they're awesome. Are yours the same, Anne-Marie, in the US? It's just poor. It's really like we have a crazy system at the moment, us though. But I'm gonna try and play a trick. I'm not gonna say anymore though. Pink guppies. It said the pink guppies are rare. There's not much about. Oh, Reese, you need to get some of them then, don't you? Get breeding them, Reese, because it's like, do you know, like Finest Aquatics? Finest Aquatics. One of the lads, don't know if he still works there, but one of the lads upstairs, he was the one who introduced. I think he's still there because he actually did an article on him in a Practical Fishkeeping magazine probably about a year ago. He was the one who introduced black rams into England. He got a pair from America, or in fact, I think he got a pair from Germany, and he bred them in that style. Now, why we get black rams in this country because of him. And it was him. I actually spoke to him, and it was him that was telling us if you want to breed fish, like the cold water changes are what kind of bring breeding on or spawning behavior on. But if you do it during a thunder and lightning storm, it's massive. At least they are passing. That's a great thing. To be honest, Anne-Marie, I think I must have been suffering with them for years. Just keep getting them little niggles now and again, and now I know what it is. I'm not one for keep going to the doctor, me. I just live with it, but yeah, they took a urine sample and a blood sample, Anne-Marie, but I suppose the only thing I can think of there is at least I haven't picked up anything bad. Roller coasters. I love Alton Towers. Oh, one of the best days of my life, mate, at Alton Towers. Got there early and left late. It was like, yeah, me and one of my old mates, God. Yeah, one of the best days of my life at Alton Towers. It was awesome. I think you need to get to Amazon tomorrow morning, mate. Even ring them and get them put away. If they're rare, it's a must, in it. You're the man to make them not as rare in this country. I think. What kind of price were they, Reese? I think if they're rare, you can dictate a price, can't you? Because I've got to admit, mate, I don't think I've ever seen them. Jax, thanks for everything, mate. Thanks for your support. Hopefully we see you Monday, innit? Hopefully we'll see you Wednesday. But when you get out, mate, have a great birthday. But thanks, buddy. Your support means so much, mate. You go and get your head down. Don't work too hard tomorrow. And thanks again for your input, mate. It's always appreciated. Take a spoonful of white vinegar in the morning and follow it with at least half a bottle of water. It works. It saves me. Do you suffer from a Marie? Yeah. I don't. I'll be honest, mate. I don't mind vinegar. I kind of. I'm weird like that. I've always liked vinegar. I've never liked seafood, right? Yeah. This is like me as a kid. So this is like I am weird, right? Yeah. I've never been into eating fish. Never been into seafood. But we used to go to the seaside, and you'd go to like these seafood people, and my mum, my dad, my brother, they'd be getting prawns, cockles, and all that, and putting vinegar on them and all that. And I used to just drink the vinegar at the end. I used to love it. So yeah, vinegar doesn't bother me, mate. So if that you had chronic, just bear with me, mate. I just had chronic kidney stones. My aunt told me to do this. Anne-Marie, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it because, like I say, I don't have any beef with vinegar. I could just swig it in the morning. Don't have a problem with vinegar. It's all right. But yeah, mate, I will give that a go, Anne-Marie. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Because I'll be honest, I reckon I do think I've been suffering with them for years and not knowing what they are. Just going over the odd twinge and like sore belly button. It's like that. That's like, God, I must have been suffering for years and not knowing now, and I kind of know what they are. But I will try that white vinegar. And I drink quite a lot of water anyway, but I will try that. Thanks, Anne-Marie. It's mad, really, because my dad, I don't know if they are hereditary or not, to be honest. I think my dad used to suffer from them as well. 8 for 20 quid. Oh, mate, that's a bargain then, isn't it? 8 for 20 quid, and they're pretty rare. Yeah, that sounds to me, Reese, that Amazon Aquatics don't realise what they've got on their hands there. Definitely worth getting that. Cheers, Jax, if you are still in, buddy. Take care, buddy. It's a little bit extra when you're drinking it straight. Oh, mate. I'll crack it. I will do it though. I'm definitely gonna be having a go. Darren Tully, thanks for joining us, buddy. Hi, mate. Running a planted tank with CO2. Have what looks like some brown dust on some of the leaves. Bed possibly diatoms. Any advice? You can just vac it off, mate. Otto Sinkless will kind of munch away on that as well. Is it a new tank, Darren? It's just you can either vac it out, mate, on a water change. But if it's a new tank, it's kind of what happens, mate. Sounds like you have so available illusion in you. I hope it works for you too. It's cheaper than most options. If you just take a good swig from the bottle. Yeah, I will, Amory. I'll just swig it. It's like, yeah, I don't mind vinegar. I can... Has it got to be white vinegar? Start of interest. The only reason I say that because I'd start tomorrow, but I've only got malt vinegar, and technically I shouldn't really have that, really, because I'm celiac as well. I have it all going on in me, Amory. I have it all going on. I'm celiac as well, so yeah, that's kind of. I've always put the feeling in my stones down to being celiac. That has been the way it's been going. So I changed my job 8 months ago, and in the past 8 months, my health's deteriorated loads, and I've not really been able to nail it. And I've always just put it down to my celiacs, and nothing's changed in my diet. So it's always been like, well, what sneaked into my diet all of a sudden? Then I kind of thought, walking in and out of, I deliver potatoes to fish and chip shops, and the flour in the batter in the air, me breathing it in. So for the past few weeks, I've been going in with a mask on, and it's got me, and it's just getting worse. I'm like, what is going on? But yeah, on Tuesday when I collapsed, it turns out it's kidney stones. It's nothing to do with my celiacs whatsoever. Cheers, Anne-Marie. Thank you. I love them as well, mate. Fairly new tank. Started it September. I do. Yeah, mate. It is. It's new tank syndrome, Darren. That's what it's. It kind of happens. Say Otto Sinkless tend to munch away on it, but just kind of waft it up into the water column with your fingers and then do a water change. Yeah, I will get some, Amory. I need to get some at weekend when I go shopping. But yeah, I'm up for that. I'm up for that. Not a problem, Darren. Not a problem, mate. Not a problem. How's it looking anyway, Darren, with the CO2? How's it going? Because fertilization changes, mate, with the CO2. It's like I'm noticing now it is actually getting better. Started seeing deficiencies in the Anubias and in my Amania. It's Amania something passillata or something like that. I can't think. But and I fertilize with APT3, which is like a really good fertilizer, but I need to dose extra. So I dose extra potassium and dose extra iron. And I am noticing now, especially with the potassium, that the deficiency in the leaf on my Anubias is kind of like is fading away. So that's good. Will my life plants grow in gravel or will they die? They will, mate. If you've not got a soil underneath, they will. But just buy some root tabs, Reese, and just like root tab it every 3 months or so. Root tab about 6 inches apart. But so like if you do them in a triangle, 6 inches apart, and then 3 months time, if you remember where you kind of did them, reverse the triangle, if you will. So so the root tab's not going in the same place all the time. But yeah, you should be okay, mate. And then obviously fertilize the water as well, water column. Did you try doing it in bleach, Darren, first? But you are supposed to change those discs, I think every 3 months or so, they say, don't they? But I didn't change mine for about a year. I did notice a massive difference when I changed it, but the bleach thing does work though. Right, yeah, the tropical one's good as well, innit? It's just I use that APC3 because I was talking to some kind of friends on Instagram with a guy that does aquascaping competitions, and he was ranked like 27th, I think it is, in the world last year. And he kind of recommended APC3, so I've always kind of gone for that because that's what he recommended. But I don't use that in all my tanks. I use Neutral Plus from Aqua Essentials online shop in all my other tanks. But I am changing it, Darren. I'm going to go on a CO2 tank. I'm going to do the EI method, which is, I can't think what it stands for now, but it's making your own fertilizers up. Kind of, that's definitely a method I'm going to be looking into. Yeah, it's the way forward, Reese. Just yeah, you technically don't need the soil, but if your root tab enough, it's just feeding the roots, mate. That's all. Can plants grow on mixed substrates? Mine's mixed with sand. Yeah, you can. Right, just games. Right. So plants need food just like we do, and just like the fish do. So on your substrate, if you've not got soil in there, but I have, right, so I have a soil substrate, and then I have it capped in with gravel. I still root tab frequently because they still need that food. So yeah, mate, mixed sand, as long as as long as the roots can go through it, which they will be able to, it's not a problem. Just root tab if you've not got a soil in there. But like I say, it doesn't really matter if you've got soil in there or not. Soil's going to obviously give your plant roots something a lot more, than what like gravel will. But I still root tab anyway. I kind of made my own root tabs, but I didn't. They weren't that great, but loads of people swear by them. Even like, so Ken's a guy from the States who comes into the stream on a Saturday and like Friday evening sometimes. And he makes his own root tabs the same as what I've done, and he swears by them. But yeah, I wasn't really that keen, to be honest. Exhibit Gaming, what to do for a wild betta keeping guide. You know what, mate? The best thing I could suggest regarding bettas is go on to Fish Keeping Answers page and look at his videos on bettas and look at his book. I don't really know much about bettas, mate. I haven't finished the betta book, so I'm not really one to advise on bettas. I have had a couple in the past, but like I lost one after a few years, and then I rehomed one because it was he had a taste for my shrimp, so should we say. Yeah, just open the bundle up, Reese, and try and plant them. Maybe like you can probably get away with like a couple of stems together, 2 or 3 stems together, but you don't want to overcrowd the roots. Sometimes you don't have a choice. I've had to kind of group my rotales together in the CO2 tank because it's really tight for space at the back. So I kind of had to do it that way. Plus, my quarries like to bleed and dig them up all the time. I only have a gravel substrate. Would you recommend root tabs as well as plant? Yeah, definitely, Darren. Definitely. Either the Tropica root tab capsules, which I've never had a problem with, or I've kind of always used them. The only ever time I've had a problem with the root tabs is just the price in it. They're not exactly cheap, are they? So I did try making my own. That kind of, I tested it on my Lotus Tiger Lily, and my Lotus Tiger Lily kind of didn't do great on it, hence why I stopped using them. And I got the Sea Chem Flourish ones, and I gotta be honest, when I opened them, you got that smell. So my granddad and my dad were both keen gardeners, and when you walked in their shed, that smell of fertilizer, you kind of get that on the Sea Chem Flourish ones. And I've put the Sea Chem Flourish ones in the rainbow tank, and so the Lotus Tiger Lily is doing way better. All the crypts along the front are doing way better now. So yeah, definitely use root tabs as well, mate. Your plants feed in two different ways. They feed through the roots and they feed through the leaf. So you kind of need to do both. But definitely, yeah, definitely use root tabs, mate, for sure. Right, guys, it is 10 o'clock. Lights have gone out on the tanks, as you can see. And oh God, I'm feeling pretty tired myself. So, and I need to get some painkillers down me. So thanks to everyone that's joined us tonight. I know he has already gone, but big respect to Jax because he does support the channel so much. He's so good. So big thanks to him. Reese, Tracy, Exhibit, Just Games, Darren, Anne-Marie, everybody that's been in tonight. Mike, thanks to everybody that's joined us this evening, Tracy. Next stream will be Wednesday evening, 8 o'clock. So I will see you then. In the meantime, check out my Cardinal Tetra video. It's a belter. See you Wednesday, guys. Bye now.